Hi lovelies, welcome back to another unsolicited episode of Perspective Unfiltered. Like, yeah, we're here today, even though we don't have our mic, but we are here today again. I hope you guys have been enjoying the video form of PU. I hope it has been probably what you expected. Yeah, we're gonna do better, but like, I hope it has been given though. I really hope it has. So I'm also going to start by saying makeup by moi. I hope you guys, are feeling it. I hope it's going or doing or giving everything that is meant to be given. Yeah, I really hope it is. So how has you guys been? How has it been? I hope it has been good. Because mine has been my week has actually been okay. I spent most of it in school though, but like I went home, which y'all can see, and I'm so excited I came home because like damn, girl, I think sometimes you need a break. And when school is starting to be like, okay, they want to frustrate you or they want to like, squeeze the life out of you, run. So I ran. Yeah, so that's why I'm here today. I'm good. I'm really good. I hope you guys are good too. And what has like been the highlight of my week? I think the highlight of my week has been Victorious, watching Victorious, like going back to that era. I think I want to say something about it on my platform, on my social media platform. I was like, okay, somewhere between then and now, like it's so crazy. Like the fact that I get or I am like there's the opportunity to actually go back and like you missed your childhood, but like revisiting your childhood kind of thing. And then I realized that there are a lot of episodes of Victorious that I have not even watched at all. And I was like, girl, you can watch it finish. Like, so basically, I have actually started, and I'll not lie to you guys, I'm almost done watching Victorious. Like, I'm done watching. I'm almost done watching Victorious, and I watched the whole 3 seasons in less than a week. Yeah, so I think my week has actually been good because menstrual cramps did not really mess me up this time, which is alhamdulillah. I had my downs then, but like not so bad as it would normally be. Yeah, so yeah, I think yeah, I'm good. Yeah, so also I think another highlight of my week is that me and Tomiwa, like the Tomiwa I always talk about, because we had like a little, like I didn't say little, a little conversation, and it really meant the whole world to me because she's like the sweetest person. Like, if you know the impact like she has had on me, she's like one of the sweetest person ever. Like, and the fact that I was able to speak with her was a dream come true, and inshallah, God, I hope we continue to speak and we have things to speak about. Yeah, so again, you guys have not been watching Blacklist, but like damn, it has been good. And recently also, I think one thing that made my week is listening to TMS and ISWIS. Like those pod are really giving everything it's meant to give. Yeah, so I think that's the end of my week. And one last thing, you guys. Seeing my family home away from home, like it's really amazing, and I'm so grateful. Alhamdulillah, that I'm able to experience something like this. And when you're at home, like it's a different vibe entirely, and I love that vibe. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. This episode is something that came straight from the heart, as usual. It came straight from the art as usual. And thank you for the likes on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Because you're starting out small, right? Yeah. So we're starting where the sorry. As I was saying, today's episode or topic came out from the heart, and I was like, no, why not? Why won't I discuss it with you guys? Because I have to. So once again, my structure, as you can see, being happy for people doesn't dim your light. This is something I always believe in. When they give you some talks or people say some things, and then you're like, okay, it's just to make me not feel so bad about myself, but not to actually look at the benefits or the value of what they are saying. That was how this particular phrase was always seen. Just like saying beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, all those kind of things, just like to make you feel better. But like that was what I normally think then. But like as I have grown, and alhamdulillah, with the little knowledge I've been able to acquire, I've been able to know that okay, this is really true. And basically, if you understand this, then you tend to see things a different way. And why we on perspective of that, if not to bring light to different mindsets. So yeah, being happy for people would not dim your light. On here, I like to be very honest, and I like to address our feelings. The feelings that are not spoken about is what I like to address here. Even though sometimes it can be cringe and you'll be like, okay, what's this girl trying to say? So now I'm going to say one now. I think one of the most difficult things sometimes is to admit that you are not genuinely happy for somebody. Should we pause there? Should we like taking a deep breath and like try to process it? Yeah, I think one of the most difficult things that we try or we find it difficult to admit is that it's difficult, or it's genuinely difficult to be happy for somebody sometimes. Yeah. I'm gonna take a breath. As Bisola, take a breath. As Bisola is always going to say, it's okay, it's fine, and it's human. I think trying to always be a perfectionist or I'm a good person and already discuss the idealism of people, or trying to say I'm a good person every time, like I'm not even saying I'm not a good person. Like right here, we are not going to use good or bad because we are human, and these are we have flaws. And when we come into recognition with those flaws, that okay, this is, we do things like this, feelings or emotions are bound to happen. You're meant to feel a particular way. I always say it's not about the feelings, what comes after. So what do you do after you feel the certain way you feel? Yeah, so I think that's the main gist. So sometimes you may not feel genuinely happy for people. It's not because you are evil, it's not because you don't love them. In fact, you love them a lot, but it's because somewhere beneath everything you start to wonder, what about me? Like, what about me? Just imagine you probably have wanted something for so long, and somebody you really cherish, respect, and admire gets it. And you're like, oh my god, like, you're like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. And deep down, you kind of are, or you want to believe you are, but deep down, you think, what about me? I've been trying for a very long time. And I think this is something I really struggled when I started content creation, because I was like, I started. Yo, I also want to quickly chip in something. Sorry to go out of topic. You guys, I want to stop using filler words. So let's give it a try. I hope we're able to accomplish that. I hope we're able to accomplish that by the end of this episode. So I remember starting out my content creation journey, and there was a lot of comparison because I started and I was expecting like a fast bloom, like in 2 months maximum I'll be a star in the makeup space or the beauty space. And alhamdulillah, well, unfortunately I didn't get there, and it's fine. Then I started to see people that I'd not even spent up to hour I didn't even spend up to the time I was spending, and they were getting PR packages, they were doing good, and I was like, okay, I don't hate you, I'm actually happy for you, but what about me? This life is a race, as I think people have said, and something that you have been hearing consistently, and genuinely it is a race. But sometimes, you know, you also want things, and you also want to be faster, or you want to be not necessarily the first, but you also want to, you know, you also want to be faster. And I'm seeing people succeed, seeing people move on or glow up, and then you're like, girl, what am I doing in my life? Like, you're like, what the hell is happening to me? Why am I not doing so well as other people? Basically, this can quietly trigger insecurity, pressure, I'm going to use this example. Remember, we all started from kindergarten, then pre-nursery, then we went to secondary school, sorry, primary school, secondary school, then, university. So I think university is where I'm actually going to stop and where I actually want to discuss about. So imagine from kindergarten, you already have a particular, like, you have your classmates, like, it's a particular season of life. I think I've discussed the seasons of life in one of my previous episodes. So the previous seasons, we have different seasons now. So from kindergarten, you know your classmates, you know that okay, by the next session we're going to be meeting again. That's until you get to like SS3. Then when you get to university, that's when things start to like divide, or people start to like pursue different things. So people are going to have a gap here, they're not going to enter university immediately. There's some people are also going to like they're going to no they're not going to get admission immediately. Some get admission immediately. Some people are going to go to a federal uni. Some people are going to go to a private uni, and different things. And life starts to get real, and life starts to get life. So basically the pace is different. You already like used to a particular like pace. So when that pace is different, you start to like feel behind. Alhamdulillah, I was one that got admission early, so I really didn't feel that setback. Probably because I was taking a gap year, or I didn't get admission immediately. I didn't really feel that. But like from people that have spoken to me, it's really weighed them down. Like seeing your mates move on and you are stuck behind, like like you are behind, like it's crazy, especially when you're already on the same pace, like you guys are running at the same pace. You are always going to try to keep up, and that's completely normal. So even though you're happy for them, you're like, okay, so then what's going to happen about me? The thing is that quietly and strategically, it doesn't really have to even be relating to academics or school. It can be different things. As I've mentioned, like the makeup or my content creation journey, I started realizing that people's light doesn't dim mine. Somebody else shining does not take anything away from me. Even I'll even clap for you. I'll be happy. I will try to genuinely be happy for you because I know mine is coming. Like, and sometimes it can feel so cliche, but I think that's a mindset we have to actually adopt, that somebody else shining does not mean you will not shine. Life is not a competition. It can feel like a competition, but one thing I have come to realize is that your journey is different. And when you actually come into a realization that, okay, my journey is different, my things are different, I am not you, you can never be me. I have to focus on myself, for my own benefit, for my things. Then I think that's when you come to, then you like realize that, okay, or that's when you are like, okay, I am who I am for who I am. Yeah. And then you start to actually focus and put all the energy on yourself. You can do it also. There's always room for multiple people to actually succeed. Yeah. The sky is the starting point. Yeah. Before they always like the sky is your limit. But the sky is your starting point, and the sky is big enough for everybody. The sky is big enough for everybody. Let me give you guys a quick scenario. I think most of you that went to, most of you should have experienced this already. Remember, like, there was always this particular person. Let's examine, like, okay, he's about to write an exam, and then somebody probably has a past question that can probably help, but you want to be the only one to pass. Probably the person wants to be the only one to pass, and to like share the past question with them, and you don't want to like so that nobody will pass you. Feel like, okay, if I'm the only one that has it, then I'm the only one on top, right? Nah, I think life should not be like that. You should be able to share the past questions with them, and you being like, everybody can succeed. Like, that's the point, right? Everybody, like, multiple people can succeed. Like, everybody can do. Trying to like hold back or not be totally honest, or trying not to give people what they can use to succeed or something like that, just because you're afraid of them surpassing you, is not the best. And there always is something, when you point at one person, remaining fingers are coming to you. So yes, you pray for somebody and you help somebody, the remaining help is coming to you. And I'll always talk about my faith here. God will never burden you beyond what you can bear. Yes, beyond what you cannot bear, sorry. You will be fine. And the fact that you are doing, if you are doing the right things and you're taking the right steps, one way or the other, it's going to show up for you. And if it's meant to be you, no matter what, like no matter what, it's going to come. Like no matter what, it will never pass you if it's meant for you. It will never pass you. You should never see another person's light as a threat. It's also a blessing and inspiration. Yeah, you should be able to be like, okay, she can do it, then I can do it. And if you have even been trying, then I can do better. Another person's success is not a proof of your failure, it's just their success. Sometimes trying to clap for people can be hard, and I think we need to come into a realization about that. But if you clap, you'll be happy because it just tells you, oh, okay, she did it, then I can also. If you like the person or you don't like the person, you clap and be happy for them, because there's something about jealousy. Jealousy is a completely normal feeling. Jealousy is a normal feeling. It's an emotion that human beings feel. And I like saying I'm a human being, right? You're also one. So yes, I feel envious sometimes. I get jealous. You do too. And you have to accept it. You get envious of your friends, people that are probably surpassing you, or people that you used to be on the same page with but you aren't anymore. And that's completely fine. It's completely fine. It's what you do with it that matters. It's what you do with it that matters. So what are you going to do with it? Clap either ways. Be happy for them. Pray for them and pray for your own also. Protect your heart from that bitterness. Because there's one thing I think Bisola always prioritizes here, and that's our peace. You always have to push yourself first. Protect your peace. Be happy for them. Not necessarily for them, but for yourself, because you know yours is coming. So give them that round of applause. Pray for them. Think positive thoughts and pray they, gain more and they continue to progress. Because it's when you are positive about something and when you spend when you put your mindset or your heart in the right places, is when it's actually also going to come to you and you're also going to feel okay. Yeah. Yes, because no, it doesn't dim your light. It doesn't dim your light one way or the other. If it hasn't happened for you, then it hasn't happened for you. If it never happens for you, then it's probably never going to happen for you. And if it happens for you, then it was meant to happen for you. Yeah. And that's not to tell you that's not to tell you that you don't have any control, but to tell you how much control you have. I wrote a recent article on healing, and I feel like healing is something that is very, very necessary, and you necessarily don't have to experience something, a breakup or something that you expect to go your way not going before you actually heal. Healing is something that is continuous. It's not a start and stop process. And in this kind of scenario, I think healing is learning to appreciate and celebrate somebody else's win without you questioning your own worth. It does not have anything to do with you. Their success does not have anything to do with you. If your friend got any first class and you were very close, like you were like a point close to it, alhamdulillah, it will pain you. Like, just accept, like, emotions are something us will we us when I mean us human beings will always experience. Alhamdulillah, that's your own, that's their own. Be happy for them. That it was always meant to be. Nothing is a coincidence. I'll always say it was always meant to be. So I think the least you can do is to appreciate them. It doesn't have anything to do with your own self-worth. Literally, Allah's timing is the best, and one way or the other, like everything that happens, or every encounter, every downfall, every success, every failure, it's a plan towards something bigger. It's taking you somewhere else. It's nothing is random. I think I'm just going to put it at that. Nothing else, nothing in this life is random. So if something is happening to you and you're like questioning every single thing, girl, nothing is random. And inshallah, when it finally happens, you look back and you'll be like, so you're like, okay, wow, so this is where it was all taking me. This was where I was coming, and you'll be like, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, at the end of the day. There's something I call risk, and that is abundance and provision. And the thing is that, apart from praying for it every time, the thing is that it will never pass you if it was meant for you. Always try to believe in tawakkul. That means actually, believing that God's timing is the best. For example, now your friend gave birth and you got married before her, and then she conceived just before you, and you're like, okay, I've been trying for a very long time and things seem not to be working, and you hear she gives birth, and she's someone you love. You're obviously going to be happy for her, but at the same time you're going to think back to yourself and be like, what's going on? Is something wrong with me? And I'll be like, okay, I think something is wrong. Then in a way you start to feel jealous of her, and you start not to be like completely happy about everything that's happening when we think deeper about everything. But I think I can necessarily not tell you how to go about all this. What I can just say is that Alhamdulillah for everything that is happening or is going to happen. Then, and you believe that if truly I am meant to have a child, then inshallah I am going to have a child. And if I'm not meant to, then this is just God's way of telling me, okay, there are other ways to, or there are different things that to get this child. And alhamdulillah, inshallah, we are all going to be fine at the end of the day. That's just what's going to happen. Basically, what Allah has written for somebody else was never ever going to happen. Is never safe. What Allah has written for somebody else is never ever going to stop what He has written for you. You are two completely different entities, even if you are twins. And yeah, your destinies are different, so don't try to compare, because it's just going to turn you mad. It's going to run you insane. So just believe that everything is for the best, and what is the best is what is happening to you. I want to give a quick scenario of things I feel like people experience, and sometimes I still feel like that. And that is, I'm going to be using the example of starting up a business. And when you want to start up a business, you're like, okay, a lot of people are already like doing this particular business. How am I going to thrive in it? Or like, how am I going to be known? How are people going to recognize me? And then you start to overthink things. I'll be like, okay, I don't think I'm going to start the business because I am not willing to compete or anything. Maybe girl, start that business. Just start it. I'm not even going to tell you, oh, this, just start it. Just start the business. You really want to do it, you have passion for it, and you want to do it. The thing is that the sky is your starting point, and the difference, even though you're all selling the same thing, the difference between you and them, no matter if you're selling the exact same thing, is you. It's literally you. Like, the difference between you and them is you. So basically, you just selling it alone, it's a different commodity already. Then you can probably infuse your own strategies or things you think that will make it better. But the fact that you are going to be the one selling it and not that particular person, yes, go for it. Do not like saying like, okay, the place is already crowded, you can't shine. You can shine wherever you want to be, wherever you are. Others people's light does not dim yours. It just means that theirs is shining, and does not tell you anything about yourself, but it can only be an inspiration. I was listening to Mel Robbins and Jay Shetty, one of their episodes, and Jay Shetty started podcast before Mel Robbins. She saw that Jay Shetty was doing really good, and it was doing really good at something that she liked and something that she really wanted to do. So she decided to, okay, it's doing well, right? Okay, let me learn from it. Let that be an inspiration for me to actually also pursue this particular field. And then she started watching his videos, and she started to receive light from his own light in a way. That means his light was something that was inspiring her, which also brought her to her light. And alhamdulillah, they're both doing well. So yeah, you can do it also. The difference between you and everybody is you. You can never be anybody else. So I think that's your biggest superpower. Being happy for people becomes easier when you stop seeing life as a race. Their light was never meant to dim yours. There is still space for you to shine. So you go and shine. So I think we have come to the end of today's episode of Perspective Unfiltered. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I did. I really did. So you all should not forget to actually, use the dilemma link and follow me on all platforms, on all streaming platforms as Perspective Unfiltered. And for my actual social platform, this is Bisola on Instagram. I'll be tagging me. I'll be tagging me below, and also your girl Bisola on TikTok. Yeah. So thank you for this. And once again, it's your host Abisola, and I'm clocking out. Bye.